My name is Charles Hoskins, and I'm a historian for Black inventions, Black collectors. I'm 61 years old, married with 6 children, and I'm retired from Uptown Phyton Pharmacia. Worked there for 23 years, worked at the paper mills for 11 and a half years, worked at the state hospital for 5 years. But growing up was fun. We was poor, but we didn't know we were poor, because everybody was poor, so you didn't really know it. You didn't feel it like you can see today, the changes in it, because people had a lot of money and everybody started losing things. Well, we never had that, so me and my wife and a couple of children in the church started just talking about it and presenting it. And I started collecting all these different items so I can actually visually see it and visually show everybody else, and that way I'm more able to talk about it. So I've been collecting this stuff about over 10 years now. So every day I'm out looking, I got a little list that I try to find different items that was created by African Americans. But I give you one that's really important, that's up to date, and that's the cell phone. I never knew that African American created a cell phone. So that kind of like really amazed me when I found that we created the cell phone. You don't think like, well, a black guy created that cell phone, but he did. So that one's, probably one of the ones that stick out the most. But it's probably not my favorite, but it's the most interesting to me because everybody's got a cell phone. Just about everybody's got a cell phone. And I bet you guys half of them, they don't know who invented it. And it was African American. So that one is kind of important to me. Yeah, so once I got it started doing it, it became like a passion for me. And I just research, start finding out information about inventions, and so my interest peaked year after year, and it's really growing now because I'm going out to the public where I didn't before. I only did it at my church. So I'm still learning how to present it because I never had the platform before. I didn't understand how important education was back then in high school like I do now, and so I tell the children, don't try to be like the other people. Be better than that. Because education is the most important thing you can get in life is your education. And once you get your education, can't nobody take it. Girls back then didn't really date a lot, so it wasn't easy to date. But it was okay. Once you got in high school, you kind of got a little back for it. It wasn't a dating scene for me. I was in a lot of school. So I chose another path. And my path was to be better than my friends. Not that I thought I was better. I just didn't want to end up in prison. I didn't want to get on drugs, and I didn't want to end up dying. So that's when I told her I had quit school, and I thought, that's not the way. So I went back to school because I knew some education was better than no education. So I felt the need to change my life based on what I saw with my friends. So, and I collect items that African Americans created way back. It's fun because I'm learning as I teach, I'm learning myself, where a lot of these items we have on this table we use on a daily basis. And a lot of people didn't understand or didn't know that it was created by African Americans way back. And the reason why they created all these things because they did most of the work. And everything they did was hard work. So they had to create items to make their job easier. And that's why a lot of the inventions was created by African Americans, not because they just didn't have nothing else to do. They was trying to make their life easier, to make it better, and they created items to help them do the job better. So a lot of these inventions we have on this table go way, way back. And like, for instance, the air conditioner. We invented the air conditioner, the guitar, the refrigerator, tricycle, lunch pails. A lot of these things you've probably never seen before. A rolling pin. You know what that is? They used to bake with that, make the dough and stuff. Mothers, and they used that to roll out the dough. This is what a lot of your grandparents, grandfathers probably carried. It's a lunch pail. And what it was, I just modified this one, but it had a thermos at the top that they carried their coffee, their juice, or the milk in. And then they put their food down here. This was their lunch pail. So this is how we carried our lunch to work, back and forth. We didn't have cafeterias like you guys have. We had to take them for lunch. And a lot of us had a bag because we couldn't afford the lunch pail.